Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by for yet another video. I do appreciate that, and as always, I appreciate you. So what we have here is a kind of an update from the storm or storms that I was reporting on yesterday throughout the Midwest and the Northeast. Basically, these two storms may kind of come together to cause havoc all across the East Coast, both north and south. It just all depends on how they interact. Now let's get into the article. It says, winter storm may brew across eastern U.S. with snow, ice, and rain prior to New Year's Day. After a white Christmas unfolded from the Midwest to the Northeast, wintry weather may once again take shape during the final days of 2017, with the threat also encompassing the southern United States. Snow is expected to sweep across the Midwest later this week, while the South braces for treacherous ice as two storms cross the country. How these storms interact will determine the snow threat for the Northeast by next weekend. So here you can kind of see what we could possibly expect down south there. It says hazardous travel, isolated power outages. You can see tons of large area where you're expecting rain, kind of heavy rain. Other places just light showers. And you can see even throughout Atlanta and Charleston, possibly ice and snow, even in Raleigh. Just crazy storm. Shreveport may see ice. Goes on to say that the far-reaching Arctic blast gripping the central and eastern U.S. this week will put a large swath of the South at risk for ice, dangerous travel, and possible power outages. If the storm tracks far enough to the north, ice may unfold from near Shreveport, Louisiana, and Little Rock, Arkansas, to Atlanta, Columbia, South Carolina, and Fayetteville, North Carolina, from Thursday to Friday. AccuWeather senior meteorologist Kristina Pydynowski said. Now, enough cold air may be also present for ice along the coast for the Carolinas, including in Charleston, South Carolina, and Wilmington, North Carolina. Even a glaze of ice can cause untreated roads and sidewalks to become extremely slippery and hazardous for motorists and those traveling by foot, Pydynowski said. This includes on stretches of interstates 20, 26, 40, 59, 85, and 95. So anyone that may be traveling on any of those interstates, as we get later into the week and into the weekend, if these storms do interact to the point where it's causing chaos like this, this is just a heads up. If you plan on traveling on these interstates by the end of this week into the weekend, just be careful. It says post-Christmas air travels may also face cancellations. Areas farther north would receive mainly snow. Rain is expected south of the ice, but it does not appear that any widespread severe weather will occur. Now, it says only if the storm remains so far suppressed to the south and avoids connecting with the sub-freezing cold air would the south escape the wintry mess. So, as you can see here, more up towards my area here, kind of in the northeast, you see, we're expecting just a bunch of snow and very, very cold weather. Now, I'm going to be honest, where this is showing right now, obviously this storm is probably going to move further east as it progresses as well. But as of right now, just looking at this map, it doesn't look like I live about right here. If you're going to look at it on a map, I live about right here in Ohio. Now, I know my little brother is going to actually be coming home for over the New Year's and stuff, so he may miss out. Well, by the time he actually goes back home where he lives at in Boston, he may have to deal with this weather when he gets back home. But it goes on to say that as the stormy weather unfolds in the south, another weak storm to the north may allow snow to return to the plains and Midwest on Thursday and Friday, according to AccuWeather long-range meteorologist Max Vito. Enough snow to create slick travel on roads and cause flight delays is expected in Minneapolis, Chicago, and Detroit. The interaction of these two storms will determine how the Northeast will be impacted Friday into Saturday. The potential for more substantial snowfall will be possible across the mid-Atlantic and Northeast if the northern storm links up with the southern storm. So basically what we have is we have a northern storm and a southern storm. And if these things kind of link up with what they're, kind of like they're talking about, I mean, there is potential for some very, hazardous travel and weather, ice in areas, snow in others, rain even. So it's something that we're gonna have to keep an eye on throughout the week and to see exactly how these two storms interact. And that's going to give us a better idea of what to truly expect. It says timing will be essential to whether or not this region has a significant winter storm. Vito said, nevertheless, the bountiful cold will mean that people somewhere will likely see a return to wintry weather before the new year. So again, I just want to get this update out to you. This is kind of the storms that are coming in behind the storms that we discussed yesterday, and it all, I guess I don't want to say damage, but the level of intensity of the storm is going to depend on whether this northern storm meets up with this southern storm. Essentially is what they're saying. So again, we're just going to have to keep an eye on it, because even look at this, even down around Georgia and Louisiana and just North Carolina, South Carolina, areas that you don't really see a ton of snow or ice and all that. Looks like they're possibly in for some kind of winter chaos. Now, as far as Florida goes, it's mostly just showers, and then got some heavy rain also in other areas. But again, it's just something that we should keep an eye on throughout the week as we get into the weekend. So, just wanted to get that update out to you guys, and just safe travels. If you are traveling later on in the week in any of those areas we just discussed, just slow it down, be careful, and I just wish everyone safe travels. But thanks for watching these videos and supporting the channel, you guys. We're growing every day, and I can't thank you enough for that. Be sure to share, like, subscribe, and comment down below. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.